Hey guys, Grumpy here with episode 2 of Banished. So we're gonna go ahead and jump back in. So in this episode, we plan on building our mine, building a market, and then probably ending the episode with beginning to educate our citizens. So let's go ahead here, let it run a little bit. So we found stability last time. Um, Obviously, we're doing well on food, right? We have firewood coming in, and then we have tools being made. We really want to transition over to steel tools as quickly as possible. And the only way we're going to be able to do that is if we build this mine. Alternatively, we could go for a trading post. But the issue with the trading post is one, it costs a ton of resources, and two, you need something to trade away. We're going to increase our fuel limit for the future, actually, to 500 there. And we don't have quite enough stone, but we will have it eventually. So we're going to go ahead and activate the mine. I do want them to start building that. And then as far as housing goes, we'll build a few houses facing the mine. Increase our gatherer's hut. Interesting. I thought I claimed all this stone already. I guess I didn't. Alright. So the mine is going up. I think we build the mine first, then we build the trading post, like long term, after we educate a couple people. The reason being is we want a steady source of incoming resources before we start trading away some of the goods that we have available to us. Also, we want to, now that we have two forces, lodge employees, we want to make sure that we have plant on the go. You're fine. In fact, we're actually going to reduce this down to 20 until we get the mine going. I'm interested to see how much fish this fishing dock collects with just one employee. Last season it was 88, but we built it at the end. So this season it's already at 184. I'm guessing just one person will probably top out around like 400, which is pretty good for one season worth of work. And then, are you educated by any chance? You are educated. Cool. So you're developing double the resources. So that's really nice there. All right, we got a couple more houses going up. Yes. Oh no, you are educated. Okay. Build speed is just really low. All right. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that we're extracting coal because we have natural iron on the map. And then we want to change over to steel tools. So this will save us time. Steel tools take twice as long to degrade as iron tools. So people will be less people will spend less time going to a storage barn to find new tools, basically. So we want to put one person in the mine to begin with. A little risky because you can lose people to your mine, but if we just put one person in there and we just keep it at one person, then I think we'll be okay. We got 2 more houses going up. We really want to boom the population now that we have enough food. Build a couple more houses. Now, you don't want to build too many houses because the problem you're going to run into is like split families like this. So you have one forester here and one builder here. Because they're in different houses, they can't make a child. So actually, we're going to pause this. And we're going to force some people to relocate. So one of the ways you can do that is you can click upgrade to a wooden house. Now, you don't really have the intention of upgrading this house, but what it does is it forces that person out and then forces them to move in with another established resident. So anywhere we can, we're going to go ahead and implement that. Okay, it looks like that's about all we can get away with. So if possible, we need like a single male. Yeah. We need a single male to go with this forester. Oh, it looks like the forester migrated somewhere. Oh well. But that's kind of the situation we're in. We want to make sure that we have as many families as possible, having as many kids as possible, so that we can boom the population. Alright, so with steel tools being produced, well, we have to run through our iron tools first, but with steel tools being produced on the horizon, what we can do now is we can move on to the next step, which is going to be building a town hall. The reason being is we want nomads as quickly as possible. No, we should... Well, we'll need both. First, we'll build a marketplace. Build a marketplace here. Yeah, we'll build a town hall also. The reason you need both is you won't get nomads until you have a marketplace built. So, build the market first and then build the town hall. That'll attract nomads. So like I talked about in the last episode, the reason you want to market is the market will go to all your storage barns, gather the resources, and put it in a central location. So now instead of someone who owns a house having to go to each individual storage barn to gather the resources they need, They can just walk to the market, pick up everything they need at once, and then walk back to their house. So it saves a ton of time. Interesting. Looks like we're low on wood, so I assigned the last 2 free laborers that we had to the Foresters Lodge. Okay, 632 food for one person is really good. That's pretty exceptional. I'm gonna harvest the trees that are outside of these Forester Lodge circle, just to make sure that we have enough trees to keep us going. Like enough for firewood. The radius on the market doesn't really matter. Vendors will go to storage barns all over your town and move material there, and citizens will travel to whatever the nearest market is to pick up resources. So this circle that they have around the market is pretty irrelevant, to be honest. All right, so we'll close that. We're gonna go ahead and condemn this, not condemn this house, but like close it and try to shift that individual somewhere else. Looks like we're not gonna have an opportunity to do that. Oh. Yeah, the problem is her living by herself means she's not gonna have children. Yeah, that's tough. Oh well. We're gonna pull one gatherer back to add another builder, just to make sure that this market gets done on time. And then that market, we're gonna take a builder and we're going to introduce one vendor. And all this vendor is gonna do is go to all the various spots and drag all the food here, which makes this a heck of a lot easier for the rest of our citizens to find the resources that they need. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Alright. Next thing we need to do is build the town hall. It's going to require more stone, so let's go ahead and gather stone. And then we need a touch of iron, so we might as well come back and collect the little bits of iron that are left on the map. We won't be able to gather that, so we'll go ahead and cancel this removal. Because we don't want to confuse the AI. While we're here, we could build like a little bridge. We need to remove this road. We'll change the log limit to 500 so that we keep collecting logs. And we'll lower the number of foresters to 2, just so that we make sure that we have more people available to do tasks. Alright, so we just need enough stone. Which, there's more stone down here, but I think this is plenty stone. Once our laborers go over there, they should be able to gather enough resources to build the town hall. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and remove both these structures because we don't need them anymore. Mm-hmm. Everyone's having daughters. I need I need a young male so I can match Heska with them. Yeah, everyone has just daughters. Oh well. Hopefully the nomads will arrive and they can help us with our population deficit. We'll go back and we'll build like a little bridge here. And then build a road. Nice. And then something you can do is you can go ahead and deconstruct the stockpile. And what they'll do is they'll gather the resources from the stockpile and move it to the next closest one. So like you're not stuck out here. You can migrate those resources closer to civilization. Alright, so town hall is going up in just a little bit. We will add another builder to this. Huh. We'll slot a position for a hospital. We don't need it quite yet, but we will need it once our population goes above, I believe, 50. That's when you can start getting diseases. And then one of the last things that I want to do for this episode is build a trading post. And the trading post is going to be critical to long-term success. So we want to build that. The plan is to use the firewood that we've been excessively producing to be the start point for what we trade. And we're looking to upgrade, import wool, or ideally gather sheep so that way we can generate mutton and wool so that we can make better coats. So let's see. Oh, perfect. Okay, so Heska found somebody, Sant. So they'll start having children soon. Okay. We'll go ahead and allow these two buildings. And it looks like we need more stone, so we'll go on the hunt for additional stone piles. Looks like there's some stone down here, which is perfect. We want to retrieve all of this stone. Probably not that stone that's back there. Interesting, we just needed a touch of iron. Okay. So now here's the town hall. So this shows a much more detailed view of what you have going on. So it shows you how much you produce in a year, how much you consumed in a year. It lets you set all your stops, your production limits here. It shows you your total inventory. You can sort by name. You can also sort by quantity, so you can see like what's going on there. Like I noticed we don't have any steel tools despite having coal. We do have a small bank of iron tools, so I think what happened here is because our limit was 20 for a long time, our blacksmith just wasn't producing tools, so they let the iron tools run down. So steel tools should start to get produced in a little bit. You can check your graph over the last 100 years. We can see our population. We can see the number of citizens we have. We can see the food that we produce, logs, stone, iron, etc., etc. And then this is the most important thing. This will be when we get the notification for nomads. We definitely want to allow the first group. The second and third groups, we can think about it. But the first group, we definitely need more people in our town would be beneficial to us because we have a lot of jobs that we need to complete. And then the last tab is trade items. So this is a tally of all the trade items. Because we started on harsh difficulty, we don't have anything here. But as traders come in, they'll offer us seeds, they'll offer us livestock. We can purchase those livestock, that seed, and then we can start to plant our own farms and graze our own pastures. So we'll wait till the trading post is built, and I think that will conclude episode 2. So we got a lot of things done this episode. We started gearing ourselves towards the future, preparing ourselves for nomads, preparing ourselves for the inevitable first disaster, which is going to be diseases. So that being the hospital. We can't quite build the hospital yet because we need more stone. But we'll get stone eventually. We'll probably build a quarry, maybe somewhere back here. Possibly here on the edge of town. Maybe on this little spit right here. It just depends. As far as a mine goes, we can build a mine here. Actually, we're going to build a mine here, and then we're going to build a quarry. Oh. You really want to smash your mines together. Alright, so if we build that there, then the only place we could put a quarry is like here. That's fine. But this will be our development on this side of the island. Or I guess it's not really an island, it's like a landmass. But this will be our area for coal, iron, and then stone. Until we get more consistent trades from our trading posts. I think that's it. Last thing we'll do is we'll collect the remaining iron on this map. Collect that. Collect the stone. Alright. So trading post is done. We're going to go ahead and limit it to just one worker. We'll upgrade everyone else to traders, and we'll keep one as a laborer. Looking at our food is going down, so we do want some more gatherers. And we probably want some fishermen. Yep. And then to get started, we will put... Ooh. Our firewood does not look good. But we'll put at least 100 firewood to get started. And our firewood will probably be our long-term value generator. But anyway, this is the second episode. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Next episode, we'll focus more so on trade and get it ready to trade large quantity of goods. And upgrading our tailor from leather to leather plus wool. And then also getting education online. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that. Other than that, Grumpy out.